Well, people around the world are getting excited for Oktoberfest. The beers, the food, the music, it's always a spectacle. But today, we're talking Oaked-Toberfest, and we are joined by the executive chef of Oaked-110. This is Thomas Raymond. Welcome to the Delmarvalife kitchen.
Thank you.
Oaked-Toberfest.
Yes, that's a tongue twister. A little bit.
That's a tongue twister.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had difficult saying it all week. So.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
While we're talking about that real quick, Chef, it was originally planned for tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was. We had to move it due to the weather. So.
Moved to Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Everything else
Moved
is
to Sunday. Yep. Everything
Okay,
else
right,
is the same. Full menu and everything as far as it goes. So.
Gotcha.
All right, well, speaking of the menu, what's on the
ma'am.
menu today?
So we're going to do a couple of dishes. One is rumaki, which is a old school appetizer, but our owner, Jason, is one of his favorite things that we do. So
Okay.
it's a Polynesian dish that originated back in the 50s and 60s. It's just chicken liver wrapped with bacon, and then we do our own spin on our bourbon barbecue, which we make in-house.
Right.
And we coat that and then serve it to the guest. And then our other dish is going to be a pan-seared scallop that we have served on bacon planks that we make at our establishment, and then top it with a bourbon tomato jam. So.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started. What are we going to do?
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make the bourbon tomato jam real quick.
Okay.
You just start with some cherry tomatoes.
Right.
That you pour in the bowl.
Cut them in half.
Cut them in half. Yep. You do a little bit of shallot that we slice nice and thin.
See, he didn't let me do that for one particular reason.
I don't want anybody cutting their fingers.
Didn't want a finger in the
I didn't
salad.
want any fingers in the salad. We
Yeah.
always
You're
have that
not
every
great.
once in a while.
Every now and then.
Every now and
Never
then.
know.
Yeah, a little extra protein. Nobody minds. So.
Yeah.
Ma, I'm kidding.
It was a joke, Mom.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
So, and then we slice up the garlic nice and thin as well.
Okay.
Put that in there. Ooh, I just got.
Oh, I got
stuff
some.
on you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Little salt and pepper.
You know, garlic.
Yep.
Went
Little
for it.
olive oil. Don't kiss anybody now.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yikes.
And then you just
toss her around.
toss it up.
Ooh.
They don't let me do this part anymore because we had to clean it off the lights.
You're gonna add it into the pan right there. Get a little sizzle going.
You like
And
a
then
hot
we're gonna.
pan.
I do like a hot pan. You gotta have a hot pan, especially when you're searing scallops
Yeah.
too. So
All right.
I saw a chef. I was stalking you guys, watching a couple. Sorry,
Ooh,
I had to do
okay.
my homework. And there was a chef that was talking about hot pans and everything else. So normally what we do is we pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that right after this. We cook the onions and, the shallots and the garlic a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
We're gonna pop it in the oven. You do it about 350. And what you're doing is you're breaking down the tomatoes so that they kind of come up to a certain consistency, so it's a little bit of a jam type style. So that's what you're looking
So
at. doing.
nice.
So we're gonna pop that. Excuse me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
pop
right here.
that right in the oven behind you.
Nice.
Is that
And
in?
that's going in.
All right.
And then the other part of the dish that we have is our scallops. So we're on.
These are big scallops too.
Yeah. I like big scallops.
Yeah, big is nice.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So a little bit, they're U14s actually.
Okay.
We use a little bit of salt and pepper on them.
Which means?
Yeah.
U14, so the count is under 14 per pound. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what a U14 is. These are actually really nice. I count it. I'm a little bit of a I don't know what the word is that I want to talk about, but I'm a little obsessive when it comes to scallops and stuff, so I count them myself.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
I'll call the guy on the phone and be like, dude, you said U14s. These are U10s. He's like, well, yeah, are you upset? I'm like, no, these are great. So, but that's just me.
Okay.
So we're seasoning up the scallops. Oh, can I get behind you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot to do
All right. So you're doing it on bacon planks.
Bacon planks, yes, sir.
All right.
So,
So how do you prep those?
right here, we have our own bacon. The process takes about 2 weeks. So basically, you take pork belly, clean it up. We use pink curing salt, kosher salt, black pepper, brown sugar, bay leaves. You rub it all over the pork belly.
Yeah.
Let it sit in a refrigerator for about a week. Then you got to pull it out, flip it, re-season it, and then you rotate it every other day for another week.
Oh my.
And then when
goodness.
that's done, you're ready.
That's commitment right there.
Yeah, I know. Well, Emily says I'm committed anyway, so. But I don't think that's a good thing.
I don't think it was the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
it's right. I don't think.
Might have been
I
something
think
to
her
do.
idea of commitment and my idea is a little. One wears like a yellow,
well,
white,
what's the- yeah,
white
different
jacket
kind of
instead of a
jacket.
gray one. But hey, what are we doing?
And you slice this a little thick.
Yeah, because I am of the particular person. I don't like crispy bacon.
I agree with you.
I like chewy bacon.
Right.
And it's our own bacon, so I was like, what the heck?
You get to choose.
Right, so I make it nice and thick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this right on the thing to sear.
Hot pan again.
Hot pan again. So these are our bacon planks. We're gonna get them nice and crisp on the outside and leave them chewy in the middle, which is great. We'll go, and it's a nice consistency, and when
wow.
you're eating the dish,
Texture is huge, isn't it?
it's got a
Favorite.
good texture to it.
Okay.
Exactly. So with that cooking and these searing, we can take a break for a little bit.
All right.
And when we come back,
When we come back, I'm gonna use, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the scallops that are seasoned. You don't have to put olive oil, butter, or anything else in. You're using the fat from the bacon. Yeah, I know.
yeah, right, okay.
Go figure. The studio's not on fire, folks. I
It's,
promise.
it's all good, it's all good.
We're gonna use the fat from the bacon to cook the scallops. So you're adding another level of flavor into your dish.
I love the way you do things. All right, stick around. Delmarvalife's going to be right back.
Right, so as we're continuing on, the tomatoes are done.
Ooh.
Here. Grab them out. They're nice and hot. They go back on the stove right there.
All right.
And then this is the fun part. This is benchmark bourbon.
Oh, so that's going to,
Yep. Pour that in there. That's going to reduce down. And you want to reduce it all the way so that
Okay.
you get all the alcohol cooked off.
okay.
You don't want anybody-
You still have the flavor.
You still have the flavor of the bourbon, yes, sir.
Gotcha.
So while we're doing that, we're going to take our scallops and sear them off.
Any particular side?
You do just the top and the bottom.
Okay.
You want to keep the scallops are something you don't want to overcook. You want to be careful when you're doing that.
Right?
You
Yeah.
kind of want to serve them about a nice medium rare. You
Yeah,
can
they
eat
cook
scallops-
pretty quick,
yeah,
right?
You can eat scallops raw if you want. You know, it's always good with sushi and everything else. So
Don't
I like
overcook.
to be able to don't overcook it. Yeah, you want to be able to
Cool.
cut right through that.
Gotcha.
So we got those searing,
Okay.
and then bourbon's almost reduced. So you're gonna take a little bit of brown sugar.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm brown sugar.
And you're gonna toss that up.
I feel like this kind of toss must have taken you a little while to learn, right?
Oh, there were days. Mom would come home and she'd be like,
What have you
"Oh
done?"
my God!"
Just in case you weren't with us for the first segment, Chef Thomas Raven from the Oaked 110. Sorry, go ahead. Go
Don't
ahead.
worry. So as that reduces down, we're gonna have a finished product,
Okay.
which is this right here.
All right.
So this is our bourbon tomato jam.
Oh, wow.
So it
does look
reduces
good.
down, brown sugar caramelizes and everything else, and that gets us right to where we want to be. And as you can see, the scallops are nice and seared on one side.
Perfect.
You
And
get that nice caramelization from the scallop itself and their natural sugars.
perfect.
And then the bacon planks you guys saw that we did earlier,
Yeah.
they're all crisped up, so we bring them out. They're ready to go on the plate. And that's right there. And as I mentioned before, our ramaki, we had that cooking off. And that's this dish right here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then, so again, it's just, all it is a slab of bacon, sliced down. We wrap chicken livers in it, and then we bake it up in the oven,
And that's it.
and that's it. And then this is our bourbon barbecue sauce that we have.
Oh, wow.
So it's Coke, brown sugar, bourbon, reduced down, a little bit of ketchup, and then some spices.
And there you have it.
There you have it. And then you just pour that over top of the ramaki.
That's what you look at that.
So it's a nice glaze.
Yeah, nice consistency.
Yes, ma'am.
You keep talking. I think I'm going to finish that off.
And then we have a little garnish of some charred off scallions.
It's got to look good,
To
too.
make it look, oh, you always got to make it look pretty. That's at least what my
Yeah.
wife tells me. So.
All right.
So the scallops are pretty much almost done.
Okay.
Nice sear to them and everything else.
Cool.
So we're going to take them off.
While you're doing that, tell us again about Oaked-Toberfest.
So Oktoberfest will be Sunday. It's going to be from 12 to 8. It'll be in our little backyard, so to speak. We just finished putting up a bar out there and everything else.
Nice.
Live entertainment. We got all-you-can-eat food, some brats and kraut and
Ooh, I
stuff
love
like that.
kraut.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And then we'll also be selling some chicken and things like that.
Okay.
And then, come down and enjoy yourselves. The
Woo-hoo.
weather should clear by then, so at
Yep.
least that's what they're telling
That's
us.
Trying to
good.
push that down.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what they're telling us. So.
And Oaked is not your only restaurant.
No, ma'am. We have 2 others that are open right now in our
Thank you.
Yeah.
in our company. One is called Tapped, which is in Salisbury. It's a pizza kind of pasta sandwiches, handheld, really nice. And then Tall Tales, which is also in
Love Tall
Salisbury.
Tales.
Yes.
All right. What else are you doing here?
So finally, for the scallop, we're going to take a little bit of our tomato jam, and we're going to put
Tomato
it.
jam. I've never heard of tomato jam.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah, people are making fun of me over there because we're doing like bacon jam, tomato jam. They're like, how many
Yeah,
jams?
what do they know?
How many jams can you have in one? Yeah, I'm like, hey man,
Just watch.
I can do a lot of jams.
You just wait.
I like to jam.
We're jamming
So,
all over the place.
Yeah,
today.
and then this is a little surprise thing. It's a basil gastrique. So one thing that I believe in is just doing different kinds of flavors and textures and everything else. All simple ingredients. Everything is that we cook over there has got 4 or 5 ingredients, maybe 6 in the recipe. That's it. We
I
don't
like that though
overcomplicate
because
things.
you allow the scallop and the bacon to be good for its own flavor.
sure
From the
Showcases.
simplicity. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so can we?
Please.
Yes. Katie, you better get over here because I'm telling you, this is going to go fast. If you don't get a fork in here.
I'm worried about dropping it here. How is it?
Yes, sir.
Chef.
I try.
That's fantastic.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness.
I see what you mean about the separate flavors each come out because there's not a ton of stuff in there.
No.
It's the sweetness of the tomato juice for me.
Yeah, and then you get the saltiness from the scallop. Right?
Exactly. Oh wow.
Chef, you are the best.
Thank you very much.
We're going to talk just for a little bit longer so we can eat the rest of that. Stick around. We got a whole bunch going on. Chef Thomas, thank you so much
My pleasure. Thank you.
for Oaked 110 and the upcoming Oaked-Tober
Oaktoberfest.
Fest
Oaked-Tober
Yeah.
Fest.
on Sunday. Stick around. Delmarvalife, be right back.